I don't know that I've actually intentionally meant to be a mentor to women in business in this area, but through the parade of careers that I've had over the years, they've always been somehow related to small business or women-driven businesses in some way, shape, or form. It was never intentional, just played out that way. Throughout a bunch of different industries, I've picked up a lot of knowledge and wisdom along the way, and I've failed at a lot of things along the way as well. And I think that just through conversation, I'm a social person, and I like to engage in conversations with people that are meaningful, and so just through conversations I end up having had some hand in some way, been able to connect with women along the way.
I'm Samantha Diedrich, and I am a wellness specialist with Aspirus Business Health. New young professionals coming up in the community who might not have that title of leadership yet, but are building that skill set. Women in Action really assists with that. Women United is really kind of, I feel, the foundation of what developed me to be even nominated for an award like this ATHENA award. It's about women helping women, and I think that's really powerful. Our goal as Women United women leaders is to help remove those barriers from other women in the community who might face barriers going into financial stability.
I'm Kelsey Haas, and I work with Remedy Intelligent Staffing. Our company is designed to help employers find talent and find employees for their companies, but also on the flip side is to help the unemployed and the underemployed find better positions for themselves within the community. So by working with Remedy over the last 6.5 years, there have been many instances where we've found positions for employees that they wouldn't have otherwise found themselves. And they come back to us and say how extremely grateful they are for giving them the opportunity to get their foot in the door with the company, and they ultimately are hired on permanently and have the chance to improve their own quality of life and the quality of life of their family, which ultimately impacts the community and the region.
I'm lucky enough to have employees that I work with that I've been able to, promote into leadership roles or, management roles, and it's just working with them one-on-one to find kind of their nook or where they fit within the organization and, what they're good at, putting out their strengths as well as helping them with their weaknesses and, working on those. And I'm really lucky to work with people at our organization that I look up to immensely. I've had tremendous mentors that, kind of help me get where I am right now.
It's not about what I'm doing. It's not about what we're doing even as an organization. It's just about believing in the future, believing that there's options, believing that research is there, that something better is going to happen. And that brings people to hope. And that alone is just really immeasurable. And hope is like a big word that we use at our organization. A lot of people don't have hope, and we want to give that to them.
I had one woman, I spoke at WED, Wisconsin, Women's Entrepreneurship Day in Madison, Wisconsin, and I was the keynote there, and afterwards she came up to me and she said, "Allison, I feel like my life is literally and figuratively under construction." And I said, I'm going to give you one of my books, and I have a mastermind that I'm doing for 6 weeks afterward, and I just really want you to be a part of it. She hopped on the calls every week, and I helped coach her through my book and asked questions to help her kind of identify what she wanted in her life and what she didn't want anymore. And about 3 months after the mastermind ended, I saw on Facebook that she had opened her own business. I sent her a message and I said, "Congratulations, this is awesome, I'm so proud of you." And she said, "Allison, it was that mastermind and that book that you shared with me that helped me kind of identify what I needed in my life and what I didn't need." And what I didn't understand was that she actually had been in an abusive relationship and had to get rid of that relationship in order to move forward with intention and essentially rebuild her life.
My name is Melissa Meschke. I'm the director of the Small Business Development Center at UW Stevens Point. I think women in general really struggle with being confident. I work a lot with women in the small business industry, people that own their small business that are really good at what they do. They are very successful, but yet sometimes lack self-confidence. So whether that be sticking to your price or letting go an employee that's really a cancer on your business, and really focusing on what it means to be a woman business owner and really use the qualities that we all have so strongly developed and really put that towards a business.
Family progress and community progress are not mutually exclusive. It's individuals and families that make up our community. And if my family is not stable, if my family is not safe, if my family does not have access to resources, it would make it so much harder for me to give back to my community. I'm not a millionaire, which I think at one point that was what I was hoping for. But my ultimate goal was to find ways to give back to my community and to feel fulfilled, because I have received so much from others, and coming from being very poor and having nothing to being stable and just being very confident in who I am and being able to give back. I'm really proud that I've improved my life, and hopefully my parents are too.
My name is Christine Reinevo, and I work for the Samoset Council with the Boy Scouts of America. People don't need me to do anything specific other than support them and empower them. So I think a lot of the times what I end up doing is just being either a sounding board or somebody who's willing to be a cheerleader for people, because I realized a long time ago that my success is not diminished by other people's. So if I can help somebody else to achieve their dreams and their goals, then I'm bettering the world. Anywhere where I can see that there are people who there's some sort of barrier or gap or challenge that they're encountering, and if I can in some way spend a little bit of my time and energy to help to bridge that gap for them, that's what I like to do.
I am so lucky, first of all. I think District 1 is amazing, and the people that elected me put a lot of faith in me to, say things, and they trust that when I'm saying things, I'm saying what I mean, and it's the truth. So I think just being able to be empowered by them to do this is great. And so I've been able to be on social media. I'm District 1, so I'm the first one that the media calls when there's a question about something. So being out there has kind of also been an opportunity for people to see who I am, and they will reach out to me. And that was one of my, I was really lucky that Ashley Lang, who's now on the county board, she reached out to me because of that. Allison Leahy, we talked a lot about what is this like to be on county board? Do you like it? How do you get treated? So I feel like I've been really lucky to meet a small group of women that are interested.
I grew up in a big family, lots of girls, so there's 6 girls and 2 boys. Realizing that, hey, I can do things just like anyone else, and so I wanted to prove to my parents that I'm just as good as a son. So everything that I do, I incorporate just leadership, professional leadership skills, and that which means like being professional, being having empathy, having respect for one another, having respect for others, and having respect for the environment, having integrity and commitment to everything that I do.